The devil, when he came on earth, he looked for an animal that resembled him in character. When the devil came on earth, he looked for an animal because he wanted to enter a body. So he looked for an animal that resembled him in nature. When he looked at all the other animals, there is no animal that was similar to him in terms of nature, in terms of character. And he found the snake because the snake was deceptive. And he's also deceptive because he deceived angels to follow him and they were kicked out of heaven, all of them. So the nature of Satan is the nature of the devil. The nature of Satan is a deceptive, cunning nature. He's a deceiver. The devil is a deceiver. Now, he entered the snake that God had created and he just used that card because this is why demons do not enter people who are righteous. Demons do not enter people, they don't like people who are righteous. I'm talking about righteous people. They always enter people that they can actually use. If you have got an anger problem, a demon of anger can enter you just to push your anger to extremes. If you have got a certain character in you, the demons can just enter. Sometimes you've got a character that is not good, not because there's a spirit behind it, but because you just have that character. Doesn't matter how you got it, maybe because of what you've gone through in the past or whatever, but now you have that character. And then demons, spirits will just enter to actually push that bad habit and exaggerate it. So now the devil looked and saw that as the snake is actually similar to me in character. The snake, God made it to be deceptive, to be cunning. So because I'm also deceptive, so that's how now Satan entered the snake. And if you read the Bible very well, there was a conversation between Eve and the snake. Because the snake said, did God say you must not eat? There is no snake that speaks. There is no snake that God created that can speak. So the ability to speak, the snake had that ability because Satan entered and began to speak. So the snake was able to speak because the devil entered the snake and spoke through the snake. This is why God was still willing to save the snake from the flood, because the snake he created is not his enemy. But the snake that deceived Eve was entered by the devil to do all these things. So the deceptive character of the snake was actually pushed to the extreme to go against God now, because hey my God, I just wish that people understood what I'm trying to say here. So the devil, Satan, he's not a snake, but he entered, he hijacked the character of the snake, which is deception, and used the snake and also gave the snake ability to speak and have a conversation with Adam and Eve. And when that happened, Satan left the snake. Satan left the snake. And the snake was left alone. If you can speak to the snake now and begin to ask, why did you do it? The snake does not know why the snake disobeyed God. He does not know. The snake does not know how it happened, because Satan entered the snake. Because so I'm saying, Satan looked amongst the animals and saw and studied their characters and saw that there is this one who's got a character similar to mine, which is deception. Let me enter this one. This is why you still see snakes in your dreams. This is why you still see snakes in your dreams. This is why you see snakes. Snakes are not bad creatures. Snakes are not bad creatures. Yes, you can get a snake bite, whatever. You can even get a dog bite. You can get any animal bite. You can still get a bite. You know, Sometime back, around this area, there is a cow that apparently beat people. Like people had, a person had wounds from a cow that actually attacked this person. That cow is a cow that was possessed by a spirit. And if you think that animals cannot be possessed, you are making a mistake, because if you read the book of Luke, there's a man who was found, I can't remember the chapter now, there's a man who was found sleeping in the cemetery, in the graves, like just sitting there and wandering around there. Then Jesus went to this man and prayed for this man. Before he cast out the demons said, don't just cast us out, cast us out, send us to those pigs. And then that's how those demons died. And then Jesus said, okay, you can go. And then those demons, they went to those pigs and possessed those pigs. So now, any animal, when an animal, a spirit has entered, that animal, the character of that animal will be exaggerated, number one, or a funny character will develop. And I've always told people that animals are not stupid. They are only submissive to us. Animals are only submissive. Don't abuse animals. They are only submissive to us simply because they were told that we're going to rule over them. If God would take that promise, you will see animals rebelling against us. Even the animals that we think they are weak, you will see them rebelling against us. We're going to do part 2. I want to tell you, why is Jesus called the Lamb of God? I want to tell you, why is Jesus called the Lion of Judah? I want to tell you, because listen, when you say to someone you are a snake, you are not saying that in the literal sense of the word, but it's because you say a person is a snake because of the character